Asto teaching you class 9th Maths chapter 7 Triangle of NCERT. Previous lecture I have explained 7.3 exercise and theorems and some inequalities of the triangles. Now we will study the exercise 7.4. Question number 1 is given so that in a right triangle hypotenuse is the longest side. For this, first of all, we will draw a triangle ABC in which angle B is 90 degree and AC is given hypotenuse. You want to prove AC is the longest side or hypotenuse is the longest side. In this triangle, sum of interior angle A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree by ASPT. So, B is 90, we will put the V 90 here and replace it. Transpose, subtract, we will get A plus C is equal to 90 degree. 90 replaced by B. So your angle A plus C is equal to angle B. It means B is alone greater than A as well as greater than C. So here first we will take angle B is greater than CA, then AC is greater than BC. Opposite side of greater angle is longer, it is a theorem. Second equation, angle B is greater than C because it is a sum of these two. So AC is also greater than AB. By first and second equation you are getting hypotenuse is the longest side. Out of this, AC is greater than BC, AC is greater than AB, it means AC is the longest one. Now we will see question number 2. Question number 2 of the exercise is given. In triangle ABC, AB produced to P, AC produced to Q, such that angle PBC is less than angle QCB. It is given. You want to prove AC is greater than AB. You want to prove AC is greater than AB where this angle is less than this angle. Exterior angle is sum of opposite angle. First of all, we will get all the three interior angles are X, Y, Z. So, in the proof, what is given you write down. Angle PBC is less than angle QCB, but PBC is sum of these two angles and QCB is sum of these two angles because it is exterior angle. So, at these two places you write X plus Z here and X plus Y here. Then both the side X will be cancelled like this. Both the side X will be cancelled. You are getting Z is less than Y. In the figure Z is less than Y. You are getting in the figure Z is here. Here is the Z. And here is the X, Y and Z. So Z is less than Y. Then what will you get? AB is less than AC. Opposite of it, AC is greater than AB. By this theorem you have written this, hence proved. Question number 3 of this question is given. In this question, there is a two line segments intersecting at O, where angle B is less than angle A and angle C is less than angle D. You want to prove that AD is less than BC. AD is less than BC. We will see here. First of all, this angle is figure is given, these two is given. You want to prove this line is less than this line. Very simple. B greater than A. It means opposite side B is less than A. It means AO, B opposite is AO is less than BO. Because longer angle opposite side is longer. Larger angle opposite side is larger. Left side or right side. Same process we adopt in this triangle. C is less than D. So OD is less than OC. Add first and second. AO plus DO is less than BO plus CO. And by the figure AO plus DO is AD and BO plus CO is BC. Hence proved. Now the question number 4. In the question number 4, there is a quadrilateral given. In a quadrilateral ABCD, AB is the shortest side and CD is the longest out of 4. You want to prove A is greater than C or B is greater than D, both. So, two proof and two constructions, but one construction will show join AC. So, I have written here, in quadrilateral ABCD, AB is the smallest and CD is the longest. To prove angle A is greater than C, and second part angle B is greater than angle D. Here one construction you will get. What is the construction? Join AC. You will get two triangles. One is ABC, one is ADC. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have written the name. In triangle ABC, because AB is the shortest, then which is greater? AC you don't take. BC is greater than AB region because AB is given shortest. So opposite side of the greater is greater. Angle 1 is greater than 2. It is question number 1 by theorem. In this triangle, CD and AD, out of this it is given CD is the longest out of 4. So CD is greater than AD. Here region is given. So opposite angle of this, angle 3 is greater than angle 4. So add the first and second equation. 1 plus 3 is greater than 2 plus 4. So 1 plus 3 is giving you this angle, 2 plus 4 giving you this angle. Angle A is greater than angle C, hence proved. For second, you can write only similarly, angle B is greater than angle D. No need to prove. But I have solved this by joining it. Join BD. Again apply in this triangle. AD greater than AB. Same angle I have taken. 1 is greater than 2. CD greater than BC. 3 is greater than 4. Two equations you add. You get 1 plus 3 greater than. So this angle will be greater than this angle. Hence proved. Question number 5. In the question number 5, there is a triangle given. In this, PS is the bisector of this angle. You want to prove angle PSR is greater than PSQ. PR is greater than PQ is given. PR is greater than PQ is given. This side is greater than this side. And you want to prove this angle is greater than this angle, where this is the bisector. So first of all, PR greater than PQ. So you will take angle Q is greater than angle R in the original triangle. Which triangle? This. Here R, here P, here Q. Here this line is greater, PR is greater than PQ, then opposite angle is greater than this. Over. So equation 1 is this. In triangle PQS, now bifurcate two triangle you take. Because PS is the bisector, these two angles are equal to each other. Therefore, I have taken it is as X. So first of all, you take PQS. PQS means PSR. This angle is the exterior angle. Exterior angle is sum of opposite interior. Q plus QPS. QPS is X. But afterwards you write. So here what is the Q? Q is equal to PSR minus P. PSR minus QPS, it is the equation number 1. The same thing you apply in this triangle. Triangle PSR. PSQ is the exterior angle. PSQ is exterior angle equal to angle SPR and plus angle R. So what is R? PSQ minus RPS. Both the equation first and second, and third, you will get replace Q by this second and R by the third. You are getting this. But these two are equal because it is given. It is a bisector. So at the place of this you write X. I have let here because PS is the bisector. So both the side X will be cancelled. PSR is greater than PSQ. Hence proved. Question number 6 is given in this question. 6. So that all the line segment drawn from a given point not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Perpendicular line segment is the shortest in this case. Question number 6. In the question number 6, first of all you take a line L, P point is given. From P there is a 1, 2, 3. Single line perpendicular is given. You want to prove that other than PC, any other line segment is greater than this, or PC is the shortest. So I have taken 3 points A, B and D, join it. So except PC there are 3 more lines. You want to prove these 3 lines are not less than, it is not less than PC or greater than PC. So PC is the shortest, which is perpendicular. So first of all, there is one triangle this side, one triangle this. From PC there is a 3 triangle, 2 this side, 2, 1 that side. One I am taking PCA. In triangle PCA, what will you get? It is 90 degrees. Then PA is the hypotenuse. And question number 1 act as a theorem. Hypotenuse is the longest side. So PC is less than PA. Equation number 1. Hypotenuse is the longest. In triangle PCB, PC is less than PB. Again hypotenuse. In triangle PCD, again hypotenuse. Like this, by first, second, third, PC is the shortest and which is perpendicular. Already perpendicular line. Because after this, any point nearby always form a right triangle, and right triangle hypotenuse is the longest side. Hence proved, and this exercise is over. One optional exercise is also given. So you will see this questions. ABC is a triangle. Locate a point which is a interior of triangle ABC and is equidistant from all the vertices. All the vertices you will get. Then we know in the example previous same chapter in the previous before this 7.3 FR 7.1, point lies on perpendicular bisector of any line are equidistant from both the endpoints. So this concept we will take. Draw a perpendicular bisector of all the 3 lines. And we know in the property of a triangle, all the perpendicular bisector of any triangle concurrent. Concurrent means all passes through the same point. So they are intersecting at O, and O lies on perpendicular bisector of BC, then OB equal to OC. O lies on perpendicular bisector of AB, so OA equal to OB. O lies on perpendicular bisector of AC, then OA is equal to OC. This I have written. Point on perpendicular bisector always at equal distance from endpoint. By this theorem, these all 3 are equal. So O is a required point which is equidistant from all the 3 vertices, and it is called circumcenter. Circumcenter means when a circle is drawn through a point O, then you will get the vertices lies on the circle. It is a center of a circle which passes through all the vertices. That's why it is called circumcenter. Question number 2 is given. In a triangle, locate a point interior which is equidistant from sides. For this, it is again a question we have finished already. Angle bisector of any line segment. A question was there. Angle A is bisected, and then point A lies on a angle bisector, then it has a equidistant from both the. So this is already proof. So angle bisector any point, then it is equidistant from both the arms. So like this, first of all we will draw the 3 angle bisector, and 3 angle bisectors are also concurrent. Concurrent means 3 or more line passes through them. Concurrent means they are intersecting at same point. 3. AO, BO and CO are the angle bisector, which are concurrent. Concurrent means they are passing through a same point, and this point is a point of intersection of 3 lines. So O lies on a perpendicular bisectors. So this O have, you draw a perpendicular. For getting this distance, it is called the this and this will be equal. OD, OE and OF will be equal because O lies on angle bisector of angle B, ABC. So O will be always have equidistant for both the arms. It point on angle bisector always equidistant from arms. So this theorem we apply OD equal to OF, OD equal to OE and OE equal to OF. First, second, third. 3 compare, so all 3 are equal, and it is called in-center. In-center means a center of a circle which touches all the sides of the circle. This is called in-center. So these radius of this will be equal. That's why it is called the in-center. Circle, center of a circle which touches the sides, in interior sides and inside of the triangle, and circumcenter which is passes through like this. So 2 things you are getting, circumcenter and in-center. One more question is given here. Question number 3. A park is here, there is a one gate here, A is a swings and B is the lake. So you want to put a ice cream parlor, so first of all we will join. Where we will put the ice cream parlor, then the distance from each point is same. Parking person can come, slider person can come, and lake person can come. So there is a point, means they are equidistant from all the vertices, which is called the circumcenter, and circumcenter is formed by the perpendicular bisector of sides. So we will draw the perpendicular bisector of any 2 sides, not necessarily 3 sides, because all the 3 sides passes through the, so only 2 sides is by construction. We will do actual construction for all the questions of the question number 1, 2, 3. All 3 questions we will do actual construction, draw a triangle by compass and then get a intersecting point O, which is called the circumcenter, and it is equidistant, so the ice cream parlor will be at the point of intersection of perpendicular bisector of sides. It is very important. So OA OBC, so the ice cream parlor will be placed at this point. Why? Because it has a equidistance. There is a 2 more circumcenter and orthocenter. What is the orthocenter? Do you know orthocenter? Orthocenter is a center. Orthocenter is a intersecting point of altitudes in a triangle, and one is a centroid. All the circumcenter, in-center, orthocenter and centroid all are concurrent, means orthocenter all the 3 altitude intersect, centroid all the medians intersect. It is called centroid. Then 4 definitions of triangle are very important. Last question is given. There is a 5 centimeter hexagon. You want to get how many 1 centimeter equilateral triangle we will get in drawing this. This and this star. Both are 5 centimeter. So how many triangles you will get in this? So for this, first of all, you will get by actual, I have drawn a rough figure. So you will draw an actual figure of it. So 5 centimeter this, 5 hexagon, and then 120 centimeter you draw. Then get a hexagon. After drawing it, each centimeter you put the dot. Like this, 5 centimeter, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this you will put the dot. Here also you will put the dot. And all the dots parallel you join. And like this you join. First you join like this and then you like the all. And you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equilateral triangle. Of side 5 centimeter. What will you get? 6 equilateral triangle of side 5 centimeter, and each equilateral triangle, when you will count, you will get there will be a 25 small triangles. 25 triangles of 1 centimeter. How many? 25 triangle of 1 centimeter side of equilateral triangle, and then 25 into 6 gives you 150 triangle you will get in this. How many? 150 triangle you will get, whose sides are 1 centimeter. In this figure, again same process, 5 centimeter you get, draw, divide dots. In one equilateral triangle you will get 5 centimeter. So like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 equilateral triangle of 5 centimeter. How many equilateral triangle? 12 equilateral triangle of side 5 centimeter we will get. One equilateral have 25 triangles. So number of triangle in whole star will be 25 into 12. 300 small triangles will be formed in this. 300 small triangles. That's all for today, and I have finished your this exercise as well as this chapter and optional exercise also. So you solve these questions. I hope all of you understand this. Thanks.